welcome to this autumnal fall day, as the Americans call it. I quite like the word fall, because that's what it does, the leaves fall off the trees. But this is not my favourite time of year by any means. With the onslaught of winter comes other things to do. Some people will do nothing like I'm going to do. They'll just live in these things and expect it to look after itself. I'm not like that. I will give it a bit of maintenance now and again, as you well know from my Lodge Life videos that you've been watching. But just to recap on what has been a nice summer overall, just a few moments to relive that before I go into this semi-maintenance type of Lodge Life video. So let's look back at a bit of a summer, just for a few moments. Well, we're right into the first storm of this summer here at Lodgeland. Very dark, very thundery, but over there, reasonably bright. Blue sky still. There's some real thunderclouds. The wind's getting up, but no lightning. You get that real damp smell. This grass is definitely in need of a little of this. There you go. And there you go. Just as I said, not 1 minute after switching off my video, it's now started to pour it down. Wind's getting up. My neighbour coming out. But we need it. Well, we are expecting a decent day today. It's very, very quiet on the touring side of it, but we are doing a job that I've mentioned before on Lodge Life, and that's pads and whatever to protect the decking. So we're going along putting new pads on them all, purely because as you move them about they seem to come off, but it is one of them things that you really need on here. The ones on the tables are still there. Yeah, just there's one come off down there, look in the corner. So yeah, that's what we are doing at the moment. One of those little tiny boring maintenance jobs, but it's the first time we've had this out again, this table and chairs. So again, you get all the mess behind it and everything else, and the biggest spiders which we've just had to put over there out of the way. I know some people would have killed it, but I put it over the top. So that's it, that's all we're doing today. Well, July slipped by as a terrible month. What are you looking at that, mate? August was not much better up here. We're now into September and we have a bit of blue sky and a warm spell. And don't go on about Indian summers, it's not. So yes, that's Lodge Life, very, very early September. Good morning, y'all. It is now the 3rd of September. We have a little mini heat wave happening here on Lodge Life. Even the owl's happy. Basically what it is, I'm out here now at 9 o'clock in t-shirt and shorts. The sun, which I won't look at, is blaring down. There's a lot of dew, even on the decking and everywhere else. But I've managed to get the table and chairs out, which I've not used for a while. And I'm having a good for you breakfast. A mix of wheat and everything else lovely with berries and banana. And over there I have a partner in crime who basically just wants to be cleaning himself all the time. Silly old wood pigeon. Good morning, sir. Problem is, when you leave these things out at night, they're damp as buggery now. Can't sit on them. till the sun gets on them. Should always cover them up, folks. That's what you get for being out here in the countryside, I'm afraid. And today is a show that we might end up going to, depending on how we feel. Some Bonington show. A few tourists here still. So there you go. I'm going to get onto this and then have a good day. And if you notice across there, my mate's still here. He's now gone out in the Tesla by the look of it. But yes, if you want to see that video about Tesla and towing, that's him over there. By all means, take a look. It's on the channel. Very quiet this week here, which is great. One of the quietest weeks I've had since we moved in. But yeah, super quiet. Oh, hold on. What did I just say? Okay, I'll take that back. Breakfast nearly finished. Now these swallows won't be here much longer. And you can just see this one there going around the circle. Very difficult trying to get swallows. You know, you can see one or two just racing around the circle there. But these have been here all season. They were here last year. They come back and maybe nest twice in a season. There you go. There's a few still here. Look. To follow them is very tricky. But yeah, they're still here. It's they'll be here till what, the end of September, possibly, and then they'll be shooting back down to. There you go. Shooting back down to South Africa and other places in the world. Some of them will survive, some won't. Making me dizzy following these around. But there's been quite a few here this year, and they nest in stables across the way here, back of that cafe building there. Come back every year and do the same. So yeah, always nice to see swallows. You know that spring is here when the first one comes, but you also know that summer's nearly ended and you don't see them anymore. So yeah, get them every year up here. Been good on me feeders this year as well. Plenty of birds, if you can hear him then, in the willow there. Been good this year for birds. I have put plenty of feed out though, everywhere, as you can see, even on that tree across there. But yeah, woodpeckers as well here. Don't know if you can see these, but these are kites, and there's a pair of them, and right over the way there, and they're being attacked by the odd crow that comes up. Well, I've left it a bit late, they're just flying away now. But there's a male and a female, obviously, paired up, and they're away there. Too far away to actually see them now, but that's a shame. Well, this is a quiet, misty day. You can't even see anything of Old John or Beacon Hill or any of the Leicestershire hill range at all. I won't call them mountains, they're not. But yeah, this is the penultimate day of the so-called heat wave. It breaks up tomorrow night, and then possibly heavy showers Sunday here at Lodge Life. So yeah, make the best of this. Decking all clean this morning, and that's out. As you can just see his little head popping through there, look. He's already took over our seating positions for hopefully some sun that's going to break through here. Nearly the end, well, it is the end of summer now really. So there you go. Autumn, fall as they call it, which is the better word for it, because the leaves fall off these horrible trees. It's on the way. Well, it's morning again. I'm out here. When it rains in the countryside, it rains well. I'm saying how high up we are here as well, that obviously you get more wind and heavier rain. Just to let you know the carnage that's happened over the last few days, and I'll show you what I mean. If you look here, now they are not hairs. There, look. They are legs and they are wings. As I walk round, more legs. Oh, more body there, which I don't know how that got away with it. More wings. And as we walk round here, more carnage of wings. Down here. here, lots and lots here, and it goes on. And they're daddy long legs, whatever you want to call them, that have been carnaged by the birds. As it rains, they get stuck on the decking and on the plastic and everywhere else and can't fly off. So as they're there, they're basically eaten alive by pied wagtails, which we seem to have an awful lot of around here. I can't see any at the moment, which is very unusual. But yes, they've murdered a lot down each side of the decking. I'll probably count, what, wow, 20, 30 daddy long legs that are no more. Well, yesterday, like every day of my life whilst living here, I've come out and cleaned the decking. Now, I showed you yesterday's carnage regarding what comes off these fields. Yep, and that's daddy long legs. So let's just pan down day 2. Is there any more carnage today? Let's take a look. I believe there is. Ooh, hello. More carnage of death. Yep, so that means at least, I can see 2 pairs of wings there, so that's 2 gone down. Oh, hello, what's all this here? More legs, more wings. Wow, look at this lot. Look at it, they're all over the place. So, and there's one that got away with it, look, just saved itself. So there's the carnage of early this morning, and they definitely are pied wagtails that come on and do this. We seen them go by the window the other day. It's like Death City. There's more murders around on this estate than any other estate I've ever lived in. Let's move on. Okay, quick maintenance report on something that FitRight did. They've come round and actually repaired. That's the company there. They put all this decking up for everybody on here, and we've had a few issues, but they've come back and put it right. First issue is this here. This post here was not level. Can you see now there's pretty decent level gap there? Before, this had a good, here, good 30 mil gap. Well, they've pushed that up now that way, and also it's now created a bit of a gap here which needs to be filled, but I can do that. Then the second issue we had was this beam was literally bowed to an exaggeration. Now, as you can see, that's pretty much nice and square, and what they did, they took it out. In here, in all these, is a piece of wood which they replaced with a new piece of wood, and down here, as you can see this level here, they've packed it, about 3 small white packers inside here at the bottom. That then goes to the bottom and now raised to here, so that in turn has raised the middle of that, so now it's flat. So yeah, those 2 things were done 2 or 3 days ago at no extra cost, obviously under warranty. Okay, this in turn brings me to a point of maintenance. Like I said, this is going to be a semi-maintenance type of vlog. When you get these things brand new, there is never ever one that is put up on site, fitted, you move in and there is nothing else to do. People seem to think that because it's all brand new, it's going to be fault-free. Well, that's it's very, very far from the truth. There's always something, either be it minor or major, that goes wrong or needs seeing to. I've had many, many things in. I think I've mentioned most of them as I've gone along. Even silly things like the shower magnets down the sides have been put on the wrong way. So when you shut the shower doors, they weren't keeping shut. So luckily I had my engineering prowess. I turn them round, boom, the magnets work. That's just one simple one. But it's on and on. These things need ongoing maintenance, ongoing looking at, to make sure that everything is still as it is, or still as it should be from new. This unit now is 18 months old, and we've kept it like new. My wife, she's a devil for keeping this place very, very clean. She hoovers every day. We never go in with our shoes on. We've had mat areas done on door areas so that it's black carpet that you can scrub clean rather than the beige carpet. We've never used the secondary shower or toilet at all. That's like brand new still. And the bath has never been used either in 18 months. We always use the ensuite in our bedroom to shower and whatever. So some of it is still as new. Even the exterior, you've seen me go around with a little brush, taking little white nicks out. It does get slightly damaged. If people are doing the grass around here with a machine and cutters and whatever, and a stone chips up, these do chip very easy. They do get the white underneath come through. Luckily I've got a brown paint and you've seen me do it. So there's always something going on. And with winter coming on, I learnt the hard way last year. I had 2 major water problems and issues with the cold and the ice. I'm going to recheck those, maybe show you in this video, and then make sure that they're okay for next year. So don't presume when you come and buy one of these things that it's all going to be kosher and real great. It ain't. There's always something going on. And it's took us a year, nearly 18 months to get all these small bits put right by either ourselves or a third party or the actual manufacturers, who've been very good on this, I must admit. The guy who comes around knows what he's doing, and he's put doors square and right and everything else. We've had so many issues with doors and windows. It's been unreal. So don't let it fake you into thinking that it's going to be brilliant from day one. They never are. If you buy a used one, you know, less than 2 years old, I suppose there's some benefits in that, purely because everything's been done, everything's been put right, all your niggles have been sorted. And then you've also got the fact that all the landscaping's been done, and so really that is a moving, you know, house. Okay, a couple of smaller jobs to do before winter sets in, especially at the end of autumn, is to check in these gutters. I'll get up and have a look. Normally there's 1 or 2, but it looks relatively clean, so something I haven't really got to do until maybe the end of autumn. But they definitely need clearing out and keeping kept clear, especially down here. Now, some people have asked me, will I keep this on during the winter? Well, the answer is no, that will actually come off, because it's pointless staying on. We only put it on for a bit of privacy and to keep the wind off us in the spring and windy summer months. But no, this will all come off, be tucked away. We'll snap all these off, tuck it away for the winter, job done. It keeps it nice and fresh then for next year. So there's the answer, it won't be staying on. Okay, through here, this is how you take these off, by the way. You lift and down, quite easy, straightforward, lift and down. That's how easy they come out. Now I'm checking this because I weren't sure if this was going to come off during the real hot weather with all the tape. This is what I did last year. I'll just move it forward so you can see for definite. This is what I did last year, because this literally snapped, big gap, and it was shooting out water like no tomorrow. So this has all been well piped, lagged now, as you can see, and then even more so round it. So hopefully this year in the winter it shouldn't do that, so I'm happy that's still on there. So that's great. That's number 1, and there's another one to check as well. To get these back, it's a up and down, and again find the gap, up and down. Simple. So let's go and check the other one here. Nice new little red car, great car, and of course you know the Tesla. Okay, this is the other one. Yeah, let's get down for this. Now again, I can see straight away that this is all stayed on. I did all this last year because this was the other one that leaked. In fact, it leaked that bad, it pushed all the pipes off underneath there. You see those pipes? Yeah, lagging still on there, look, which is great. So that's good news. That's something else I ain't got to redo, and that's pretty much 100% needed, because when I had this tap fitted, none of this was on. Proved itself over last winter, and it will prove itself again this winter. Now, I probably won't do another video through the winter. This will probably be my last one of the year on Lodge Life. So just to explain what we do about this here. This has all been done, by the way, since the last video. I'm not sure if you've seen all this, but anyway, it's been done. It's less grass. This will get covered with a brand new cover. I think I've shown you last time, I've repainted it. This will go away. That will stay where it is. These lights will all go away. We put them away every year. So I would say another 4, 5, 6 weeks, and that's it. That'll all go away back in here. He stays out. And that's really it. That'll be our winter pack up. And then you've got all the furniture on the front there, which we'll obviously rearrange, put away, and obviously that will also go away. Forgot about that. Hold on. I'll venture down back here. Don't like standing on this too much, it flattens it. Egg chair will go away, and also the awning. That's it. That'll be the winter pack up. Quite easy, really, but something that, you know, we will do. And then will they come back out again for next year? Good question. Who knows? Maybe gone by then. Anyway, that's it, folks. It was just going to be a quickie on any bits of maintenance or thereof, and just to show you how summer's gone along and where we are with this thing now. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. A bit of information about lodge life and where we are. So if I don't do another one, this may seem really stupid, have a nice Christmas. And a Happy New Year. A bit early to say that, but hey, that's the way it is. The chances are I won't do another one now until after Christmas, or when we decide to do something else. So yeah, say goodbye to the lodge, and I'm quite sure it will see you some other time. Enjoy this last bit of the back end of summer into fall. See you later, people.